I'm such
I
a
just
failure.
want to drop out.
I can't do
I
this.
cannot
I'm not
do
smart
this.
enough for
I
this.
just want to drop out.
I'm not smart enough for this.
Hey friends, welcome back. If you're new on this channel, my name is Masako and I'm an international student in Amsterdam. And on this channel, I talk about self-improvement, the real student life, and my journey throughout my 20s. Today, I'm going to give you my honest review of studying economics and business economics at the University of Amsterdam and what it's really like and why are there so many dropout rates and the lessons I learned along the way. So let's start with the big one, the highest dropout rates. So EBE is notorious for having the highest dropout rates at the entirety of the University of Amsterdam, or let's call it UvA. On the outside, it looks like you'll be studying business management or the theory of economics, but in reality, it is very math heavy. We'll be focusing on statistics, mathematics, and microeconomics. Macroeconomics as well is also math heavy. Every single subject that you are gonna take at UvA will be math heavy. So if you're gonna expect something more on theory based, completely get that out of your brain because that is not happening. And these type of topics usually scare off students in the first few months, especially when it comes to period 2. Period 2 is when you will study financial accounting and microeconomics, and these two courses combined are quite heavy. So if you do slack off, you will fall off the rails. And to make matters worse, UvA makes you focus more on self-independency. The max. Yes, you have the lectures to learn, you have tutorials to discuss, but then 80% of what you're learning at university is highly dependent on you. And that's on you. If you do not have the discipline or motivation to strive for the better, then you will fall off the rails and most likely have to do a reset or drop out the course. So the second reason why most people struggle at university is because of the exam structure. At UvA, you're basically stuck in an endless continuous cycle of midterms and end terms. The moment you finish, let's say, your midterms, then immediately the next following week, you're studying for your end terms, which will happen in 3 weeks' time. Unlike US and Australian universities, they give you breaks in between exams, but here you just keep going. And not only that, we also have something called the guessing correction. So you get more points deducted by the number of wrong answers that you have. So if you're the type who likes to guess, then you're in for a shock. And the third thing no one tells you about is that the student life isn't what you expect. Most of the friendships you will make are from your tutorial groups, not from lectures. Social life depends on a lot of what you make of it. So if you join associations like SEFA or you network a lot, so if you do not put in the works to make friends, then you are not going to make friends. And of course, housing in Amsterdam is its own nightmare. It is probably even more difficult than passing your exams here at university. It is stressful, it is highly competitive, and very expensive, especially for international students. It can be very difficult to find a house here. But here's the part where I wish I knew before I started. Exams here aren't just about memorizing notes or understanding theory. It's about applying the math under the theory that you are given at EBE. So making perfect notes won't save you. It's really about consistency and practice and discipline most of all. So all the exam materials or any materials that your professor or your tutors will give you, use that to gain enough knowledge for your actual exams. Because no matter how much you understand the theory, no matter how much you know you can do it based on your high school experiences, you do not know. Because the exam structure here is completely different. For me, that meant to switch to Notion and organizing my life into like a bullet journal. And it also taught me to prioritize rest as well.
So welcome to my live dashboard. This is my Notion setup. It's basically where I try to keep my second brain. This page is where I open the most, and here I've got my routines, my weekly self-improvement goal, and my master schedule. So I like seeing my tasks directly on the calendar so I know what's coming up. I also keep a Bible verse here each week, just something grounding to remind me of what really matters. So the next I've got a section for goals 2025. This is where I've written down my yearly goals, kind of my vision for the year. Here it keeps me accountable, but also make sure the small things I do daily connect back to my bigger picture. Then, of course, there's my daily life, which is more fun and personal. I keep recipes I want to try, a movie list, some life improvement notes, my journal, and my devotionals. It's a space where I remind myself that life isn't just about productivity, but it's also about living well. And lastly, I have my academic resources. Since I'm starting semester 1 soon, I've set up pages for each course, so like Intro to Communication Science and all the others. And each one has space for my professor's name, tutors, tutorial group. It's simple now, but once uni kicks in, this will keep everything structured and in one place. So yeah, that's my notion. It's not perfect, but it's my way of staying organized and keeping some balance between uni, personal growth, and daily life.
But the most important aspect is discipline. It taught me discipline to study even when I don't feel like studying, and discipline when I feel like I don't feel like resting. Because once you neglect rest, you're just gonna be burnt out throughout your whole uni. And believe me, I have been there, and all of my other friends as well have been there. So I do not recommend you to just keep on going, even though you feel like it. Take the break. And honestly, discipline with God, because I do believe in the 3 pillars of life. And discipline with God taught me the drive to keep on going even though I don't feel like it. Because failing once really gave me the motivation that I have God in my life, therefore I still have meaning and purpose to keep on going no matter how much failure I have endured. So if you're considering studying economics and business economics at UVA, go in with your eyes open. It's tough, yes, but with the right mindset and systems, it's manageable. And if there is one key takeaway from this video, it is this. Discipline will carry you further than talent ever will, but discipline with faith will keep you from losing yourself along the way. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to find out more about self-improvement in my student life experience and faith. Till next time, see you.